How are the approaches to cybersecurity resilience and countering threats changing?
Well, let's start off with the threat landscape. So we know from NCSC themselves that the UK is viewed as being underprepared for the current threat environment. And what does that mean? It means that there's a lot of geopolitical tensions going on right now. There are nation states who are interested in attacking and compromising the UK. And of course, there's the usual attempts to extort and gain financial advantage from critical national infrastructure. But I think a couple of features that are important to critical national infrastructure are dealing with legacy systems and also the more complex supply chains that exist there. If you take that along with the regulatory environment that is continuing to change and evolve, then there's a lot to deal with from the threat perspective. So if we look at the resiliency aspect now, so how organisations are able to anticipate what may happen and how they're able to identify and recover and to do all of this in a timely manner, then again, there are a number of challenges in this area. I mean, what we typically see is a very fragmented technology landscape, and being able to continually operate multiple different technologies across all of the infrastructure all of the time is a challenge. And we know from the research done by Palo Alto Networks and IBM that the average organization can have over 83 different cybersecurity tools from almost 30 different vendors. And that level of operational risk is completely in contrast to the ability to deal with the threat that we just discussed.
How is Palo Alto Networks working together with IBM to support cyber resilience in the UK?
We found that 52% of executives we've been speaking to have found that complexity in cybersecurity tooling is impeding their ability to manage these cyber threats. So it's crucial for us to work together as a supplier ecosystem supporting UK to find opportunities to minimize this complexity and to build efficiencies within the platforms we're building. And that's why we're delighted to be working with IBM as a trusted partner to several government organisations, and in doing so, supporting UK's resilience.
So the cybersecurity threat landscape is ever changing, and it's changing at pace. IBM's really proud to partner with Palo Alto Networks. And when we do partner together, I genuinely believe we have a best-in-class offering to bring to our clients. When you marry Palo Alto Networks' platformization approach with IBM's delivery services, I genuinely believe Palo Alto Networks and IBM's partnership enhances and enriches security postures around the world.
How are cybersecurity threats evolving, and how have developments in technology impacted the threat landscape?
So I think that's an interesting question, and AI obviously has a large part to play in that. So what we do know is that AI in the hands of bad actors is giving them increasing speed, increasing scale, and increasing sophistication. And if you take that along with the fact that the market for malware has developed into its own model, where you can have access brokers who are identifying victims, you've got as-a-service malware, and you have any number of affiliates, then they're able to build an ecosystem and use that against the critical national infrastructure. This has the effect of reducing the cost for bad actors, but also increasing the market opportunity. All of this means that there's going to be an impact to operations, slow down delivery of different services, and potentially have a reputational damage as well.
The UK continues to face well-documented threats. What steps can organisations take to build their cyber resilience?
So I think the cyber assessment framework that was outlined by NCSC is a great starting point. So first of all, it talks about the governance and responsibility that an organisation should take, but then also goes through how organisations should be able to, first of all, protect the assets and resources that they have. And then the final piece of the objectives of the CAF is really about being able to operationalise and respond to incidents. So that's a really good start for organisations. In addition to the CAF, I think it's important to consider security culture within the organisation.
It's also really important to understand how you can withstand the threats that count. So threat actors running particular techniques at any point in time, you need to be able to model what they would do and how that would impact your environment so you can test those. In our 2025 Global Incident Response Report, we found that 86% of major cyber incidents we dealt with had some kind of operational impact. Financial loss, reputation loss, or operational outages.
What do organisations and government need to do now to strengthen cyber resilience?
Well, together we need to be learning from the incidents that are happening now and what we need to do to become more resilient against those and predicting the ones that are going to be coming tomorrow. We need to be leveraging new technologies and helping organisations use AI and build interconnected security platforms that harness automation so that the relatively small teams that we are having to use in cybersecurity can do more with less and become more effective. Well, a recurring theme is secure by design, and there's a number of different approaches we can take and different guidelines. And at Cyber UK this year, we'll be exploring some of those themes and we'll be presenting a talk on that very topic. So please do come and join us to find out more.